book lovers, it's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen, and today I'm going to be talking about Frogkisser by Garth Nix. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about this book. This book came out, I believe, in February, I'm thinking. It did come out this year, and it wasn't on my radar at all, and I happened to be looking at new releases, and I saw this book, and so I looked it up and thought, oh, I love fairy tale retellings and things, so I knew I wanted to read this, and my library had it, so I grabbed it and I read it. This is a very fun retelling of the Princess and the Frog, but it's very different than the Princess and the Frog. Completely different, actually. It's just a really fun adventure, fantasy story, fairy tale vibe. There's lots of other fairy tales that kind of have a little hints in here, like there is a Merlin in here and things like that, but it's very different. So I really enjoyed this story. I gave it 4 stars. It was just really adorably cute. So this actually reminded me quite a bit of the Woodcutter series by Alethea Contis, Enchanted and Hero, and what's the other one? There's a few of different ones she's written, and I love that series. It mashes up all kinds of fairy tales. It's adventurous and fun, very light, and kind of pokes fun at itself a little bit, and I just really like that light humor in a fairy tale, but they're still dealing with lots of danger. There's lots of adventure to be had. So the premise of this is we're following Princess Anya. She is the younger, her older sister is Morven, and they live in a castle. Morven is destined to be the queen of this land. For the moment, Duke Ricard is actually ruling in her stead, and he is the evil bad guy in this. And he's going to do anything he can to keep control of the kingdom. Both of their parents have died, and it's kind of funny how it happens, but he's not really their stepfather, he's their stepfather. There's a whole bunch of different marriages that happen, and all these people end up dying, and he's the only one left. And the story starts off right away. Morven is a very superficial, flighty, not a great moral character. She's just a flighty princess, and she's always got suitors coming and going. She's been banished to her rooms. She can't leave her rooms, but all the princes steal inside her rooms. Well, she's courting this prince named Denholm, and their Duke finds out about it, and he runs to the suite, and he transfigures him into a frog. And then the frog jumps into the moat, jumps out the window and into the moat. So Anya comes to see what the fuss is about because her sister's screaming, and so she promises to turn Denholm back into a prince. So she sets off to find him in the moat, and basically a whole bunch of adventures happen from there. Morven refuses. By the time she gets the frog, this is still really early in the story, but by the time she gets the frog out of the moat, Morven refuses to kiss the frog. She's already fallen in love with some other prince. And meanwhile, the Duke has played his card and is going to send Anya off to some boarding school way far away. And it's like really hazardous to get there, so she'll probably die on her attempt to even make it to this boarding school. So she runs away, and she's off to find a cure that she can use to kiss the frog herself and turn the frog back, because it's not her true love, but there is a magical spell she can do that will turn it. On the way, and when she goes off, she is accompanied by Ardent, who is one of the castle dogs. In this story, the dogs are very kind of magical, and they stay in the castle, and they kind of keep the peace and are really part of the life there. So she sets off on a quest to save this prince, turn him back into a frog, and on the way she finds a whole bunch of more stuff she needs to save, a whole bunch of other things she needs to change back to their original form, and she's also given the task of restoring the world and the land back to the way it was, where kings and queens can't rule over people. So basically get rid of this dystopian society that's taken all over the land. So she's charged with all these different things she needs to do in this quest. So this is all about her adventure and her quest to do all this. And she is called the Frogkisser because that's her main goal. Is everybody starts calling her that. She gains a notoriety, and more and more things want her to change them, want her to change them back to their original state. And yeah, it's just a crazy, adventurous ride. It is so much fun. I really love this. So I think my favorite thing about this was the world building and how real the whole thing felt. It was really well done. I had no trouble imagining this world, this fairy tale world, and all these creatures and all this magic and everything that was going on. I just really loved that. I thought that was the best part. And then the actual adventure. It's a journey adventure. It's constantly moving. They're constantly in danger. They have tons of enemies through this, not just the Duke, and it just is constant. I thought the bad guys were really well done. And I really liked Anya because she doesn't really go on this quest lightly. She is a much better princess than her sister, but she's still not as benevolent as you would want her to be. She starts out, she's basically just trying to save her own skin from the Duke. And then as she gets further in the quest, she learns more and more about herself and about her land, and she starts to actually side more with the creatures. In the beginning, it's all a nuisance. She's going to change him back, and that's that. She wants to get rid of the Duke, and that's really all she cares about. And she's perfectly happy with Morven inheriting the crown, but no one else in the land wants Morven to do so because they don't think she'll be a very good queen. They want Anya to take over, but they only want her to take over if she's going to impose the statutes that they want her to, where people have more freedom. So I just really liked that she was a kind of a complex character, and she had her own character story arc to go through to get to that point where she can start caring more than just herself and what's in her immediate future. To give her credit, it's not her fault. She was raised very secluded in this castle, so she doesn't really understand all that's going on outside of the castle. The Duke has made sure that she doesn't have much to do with anything. So it's just kind of a learning process for her, learning more about her land, about herself, what she can do. So yeah, I think that was also a really great story arc. I also loved Ardent the dog. He is so fun. He is a very good dog. Like, he will do anything he has to help Anya. He's been tasked with being her companion on this, but he's a younger dog. Sometimes he forgets himself and he starts acting like a dog and chasing things and chasing a rabbit and all that. And it's just really cute and funny. I really liked Ardent. I thought that was just a really cute idea for a companion for her to have. And then I just thought the whole kissing the frog, kissing all the stuff she had to kiss to return it was really funny too. There's a lot of humor in this, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, overall this is a great story. I don't know if it's going to be a series. The story did conclude very well, but there is probably room for more to be told, so this could be a series. I kind of hope it would be, because I really liked it. I liked the world. I thought it was an interesting premise, and I think there's still a lot to explore in this world. So I'm hoping that Garth Nix writes some more, because this was just really fun. So leave me in comments below on what you think of retellings and what some of your favorite fairy tale retellings are. And I hope everyone has a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.